In this video, we're in episode 12 of the Deluge Bootcamp series. We're going to be checking out song mode again. If you feel like you fall behind, make sure to start the series from the beginning. Like in all of my videos, these are completely improvised and are meant to be generic so that you can focus more on the functionality from scratch. Once you understand this functionality, you can simply make your own music in any genre. It is recommended to watch these videos until you fully understand how it works. Even 5 minutes a day practice can go a long way. So let's turn it on here. We're going to see how we can quickly mold ideas from scratch. Let's press Shift Synth, New Synth. I'm going to push down on Select Knob, Oscillator 1, Type. We're going to turn to A saw. Press it again, it goes back up 1. Let's press back again. We're in the main menu. I'm going to go to Voice, and then Arpeggiator. Mode, up. We're going to push down again. We're going to turn to Sync. Let's turn that to 8th. Let's go to Octave and choose 1. Now let's exit, and we can hear what we just made. Let's turn it down a little bit. Let's go down an octave by pushing and turning the up-down knob. Okay, so I like that. Let's turn up a little bit. Now I'm going to turn down a little bit of the cutoff. We're going to push down 2 times, turn up EQ. That brings up the bass sound. So we're going to enter in a note here, and it'll be just 1 bar of this playing because we're at 16th note step, and it's going to play every other. Now what I'm going to do is hold down Shift. We're going to turn the left-right knob. I'm going to make it this note. Now I'm going to extend it 2 bars because I want a note to ring out. I have A sharp. So what we want to do is pick notes that we like or that sound good to us. And you can use a little music theory if you know a little bit. So we're just going to leave it like this. Now we're going to change the decay, so I'm pressing this button here and then turning it up a little. Not too high. Okay, now we're in song view. I'm going to add a new kit here. So pushing down on an empty row, entering in, Shift Kit. We're going to turn it to drums. And then we're going to go to kick. Load in a kick here. We're going to look here though at our zoom. We're at 4th. So what I want to do is go to 1 bar again. So I'm going to hold down Shift and just turn this really quick. As you can see, if you flick it, it changes. So I'm just going to enter in kick here. So I like that, but I want the first section to just be the bass line. So I'm just going to hold this down and copy up here. We're going to have this section, just the bass line. So I can hold it down and say I want to play that 1 time. If I press play, it's going to play it 1 time. I can zoom out so we can see where we are. There we are. Now it's repeating that drum line. Let's copy it down. Now we have a problem. So when I copied it, it changed to pink. So I want to change that to a new section. So I'm going to hold down Shift and it will cycle through the colors that are available. So I'm just going to choose that color for both of them. Now if I press it, it's in the group. I'm going to play. I'm going to go into this drum kit. We're going to make a snare. So hold down here, press load. We're going to go back and turn to snares. We'll do that snare. We'll just add it here. You can also maybe take out drum here so the snare stands out a little more. Maybe add some kick drums in there. Now what I want to do is I want to add another synth. So we're just going to add a row here, enter into it, Shift Synth. Let's listen to it. We're going to turn that down a little. What I want to do now is change the decay on it. All right, so now what I want to do is record it in. So enable record. We're going to go into the clip and then we're going to press play. Okay, so now that's looping. Now that's one layer. So if I want to go into keyboard here, I can record a new layer on, so whenever I could just enable record here. Now that's going to play that. Maybe let's turn on some reverb, a little bit of delay. Turn down the volume a little. Now what I want to do is copy this to another section, so copying all of those down. And now we're in a new section here. So we're going to clear that, and then we're going to add some new notes. So I'm going to do that note, and then this note, and then this note. Now it'll play. We're going to erase these. Turn off keyboard. So I'm just going to enable record. Turn it off. Now it's playing back. And turn it up a little bit. Let's go in here and change vibrato. Make it 3, that's good. There we go. Now let's add another layer, so turning in the keyboard here. Now that's recorded in. Maybe turn up the cutoff. Turn up the reverb a little. I can go back up here. We can listen to what we had before. Now let's copy this one down. And let's drag it up above. So I want this to play one time. So in other words, we can start with this. It'll play that once. Let's make it faster, turning up tempo. Now that one's not set to anything. Probably would make that 1, and then we'll skip down to here. Now we're molding this, so I'm going to turn the cutoff up on here. Maybe make the decay even longer. Turn up the reverb. Okay. Maybe let's go back, turn up the vibrato again on this one. Now we're going to go switch from this to this. Maybe we'll go into here and add a clap or something. So hold this down, load, back. We'll turn to clap. So we'll just choose that one. We'll just add some claps on here. Maybe we'll turn it down a little. Let's go back up here. Let's add a hi-hat in this one, so load. We're going to go back. Let's go to hi-hat closed. And just add. Now we're going to press record and turn the volume up and down. So now it varies volume. Let's go to the snare here. I'm going to turn up the reverb. Maybe I can have every second time it plays this. So I'm going to hold it down, and we're going to turn it to 2 of 2. Maybe this one can play every 4 times, so 4 of 4. That's kind of cool. We can make this, say, play only 80% of the time, 90%, 95. Just give it a little bit of variety. Let's go back up here. So now what I want to do is resample this. So I'm going to record play again. So it's going to close out at the end of this. Now what I want to do is create an audio clip. So we're going to hold down here, press the select knob, audio clip. So we're going to enter it in, shift, load. That's the recording we just did. Push down on select knob. Now we have our own audio clip, but we want to change the section. So shift, and it'll go to a new color. When I press this, it's actually this color. So let's cycle it again. Now we're on yellow. It's its own independent color. Let's drag it above right here. Now what I can do is say trim it. So we're going to zoom out, press the end here. We have the blinking red trim point. I'm going to move it in. We're going to zoom in. Let's just listen to it. Maybe make it a little longer. Okay, so there we go. So I have that. Now I'm going to copy it down here. We have a new color here. Let's maybe start with the pitch all the way down and record and turn it up all the way. Okay. So I just made an effect here. So let's just listen to it. So what I could do is just make that play like 3 times. Now that's not a very smooth transition, so it's not going to work too well. But it's just an example to show the kind of craziness we can get into here. Let's change that pitch. Okay, let's make that play. Let's actually go in here. We're going to make it shorter. So we'll go back up here. We can go maybe copy that down, change it to a new section color, go in, shift, remember down here, reverse. So I could make this play maybe 2 times. This would play once. This would play 5 times. So let's start up here and see what happens. So you can do a lot of different things playing around with song mode. Back up here. Go back up here to the top. Now we're back at that original part. I'm going to move this down here so it can go right into the song. So it's going to play that. We're not going to do the experimental parts here. Why don't we go on the drums here? Let's do a crash cymbal. So we're going to go back into the drums. Choose a crash cymbal. And what I'm going to do is enter it in here, and we're going to make it 8 of 8 times. So it would take 8 times for this to go through. Turn up reverb. So again, we can just record this into the arranger view. So we're going to start at the very top, record, and then song. Now it's just going to play through. Just going by feeling. I'm going to play that maybe 2 times. And then we're going to jump down here. Ready? Here we go. Let's go back to here. Maybe 2 times. It's going to go back down here. Maybe we'll play that 4 times. Now what we're going to do is just chop out the drums. We'll let it play though. Let's turn it off. We're going to cut out the bass. We'll go in delay, turn it up. Pressed record, and then it stopped. Let's zoom out. We can see the overview. Again, let's turn on cross screen and zoom in a little bit. We're at 4th right now. So let's listen to it and just play around with effects.